channel, our friendship group, our chums, I like to, of course, answer those burning questions that matter to you. And it is really important because obviously when you put comments up and stuff, I do look at them, I do analyze them, and I say, well, was that right or was it fair? And as many people know who watch the channel, if you're rude to each other or rude to me, I have to remove it simply because, of course, it's not nice. We're not about that. We're about a friendship group. That's the whole point of it, and we can have debate, we can have a bit of a fallout, and more importantly, we get things a little bit heated. Now, I just wanted to highlight this particular event because, as we now know, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle attending the ESPN Awards, well, it was considered to be a success. And a lot of you said, oh no, Neil, it wasn't. It was the second worst rated in the sort of television history, all that sort of stuff. And of course, a lot of people were a little bit negative towards Serena Williams. Now, let me just clear that bit up as well. I've met Serena Williams, she's not a friend, it's a business, and we have interviewed her and all that sort of stuff. I don't know anything about fashion. I just look and think she looks presentable, she seemed quite polite, she sort of got the crowd on side. Tough gig, whatever you're hosting. I've hosted many, let me tell you. But, I don't go into the politics and the details, and I don't really adhere to the fact that, you shouldn't be that critical of somebody. Everybody's allowed their opinion, and that's the bottom line. Whether you agree with it or not, that's the whole point of the channel. But back to the ratings. Now, let me explain how television works in the 21st century. In our day, when a big sort of thing, an event like a favourite TV show, maybe Mary Tyler Moore or Rhoda or something like that, you were sort of, kind of looking at the numbers and said, right, 2 million, 4 million, 10 million watch that particular event. Things are totally different in the platform of today's digital world. And how television actually marks ratings is radically different to the way that you and I remember. For instance, ABC TV, of course, the brand behind the recent award show, are claiming this was a success. Now, on what they call real time, people watching like you and I used to watch television in real time, right? That wasn't a big audience, but what they do is accumulate the audience itself, and they look at all sorts of platforms that they put it on. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, or X as it's now known, Snapchat. And when you consider like one clip on Twitter could get thousands of views just for, say, Prince Harry's speech, or maybe the arrivals, or Serena Williams' opening monologue, that's all put together as part of the package, simply because advertisers will advertise on that platform and possibly not on the mainstream ABC channel. You see how this works. So when I came to the conclusion that this was a success for ABC TV, and indeed for the sports show itself, it has generated a lot of money. Whether you agree with that or not, or whether you think the ratings are right or wrong, the deal is it made a lot of money for the channel, for the Sports Association, and for ABC through advertising. The way we remember, it's totally different today. Tucker Carlson can get 4 million watching on X, Twitter. But, when he was on Fox, he'd be lucky to scrape in 1 million. That's how different the world is. And as I said, I like to share these things with you so people understand how we get to these particular points in, of course, the story. Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.